Everyone, welcome to another episode of Tiny Adventures in Hero Forge, where I'm going to be creating another miniature of some kind of awesome, fun, fantasy and or sci-fi miniature using the fantastic online and free tool Hero Forge, heroforge.com. I don't get sponsored by them, I don't get paid by them, but I love that tool and I spend way too much time making miniatures, so I thought I would start streaming it. So I'm going to make something new again today. Here we have our base model over on that side, and yeah, let's see what we can make. So if there's any suggestions before we get started, throw them into the stream chat. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a post-show, pre-show, and talk about some of the other streams that I've got going on. So if I just jump over here. So this is Tiny Adventures, which I'm doing 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern. And I'm taking people's suggestions to make miniatures. I am playing around with some of my own miniatures. And yeah, just basically making stuff. Then on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima with Pripyat. We're getting kind of close to the end of Legends there. We've done a bunch of stuff, but I think this episode tomorrow might be interesting because I think we're going to try to attempt the raid again. We already did it once. Sorry you guys weren't around for that one. And then on Saturdays at 11 a.m., again, Eastern, we have 8-year-old squad leader, and that's where Prip and I are joined by his 8-year-old son, Kid Codifier, in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and he gets to boss us around because he is in charge. He is the 8-year-old squad leader, and it's usually a lot of hilarious adventures. And then Sunday mornings, very early, 9 a.m. Eastern, so if you've got kids or younger siblings who love No Man's Sky, I'd like to do some base building there. It's fun for adults as well. So if you're a base builder and you want to learn some tips and tricks, last week we did this awesome little support structure or foundation for the massive landing pad. So I think we're just going to keep building off of that base this week on Sunday at 9 a.m. All right, so let's jump into our view here and see what we can build. Yeah, so we have our basic model. We've already done some pretty crazy stuff. We did a half dragon or dragonborn, and we did a turtle man or turtle. We did the half demon or a tiefling. I could do a canine. Rat folk. Rat folk might be fun. That was really hard to say. Rat folk might be fun. Could try that out, or a fawn, or a forest guard, as they are known. Elephant folk. Goblin. We use that goblin face for our dwarf, but it might be fun to do a goblin at some point. I love me some skeleton warriors, but I think I might save that. We've been kind of focused on player character races. Maybe we should do something that's more of an adversary. So maybe a hobgoblin, some kind of hobgoblin warlord. What do you guys think? I think that sounds pretty cool. Let's take a look at this guy. So clicking on the basic hobgoblin, looks pretty cool, pretty mean. Oh, you know what would be fun? What if we do a hobgoblin, but we do something? Those chops just reminded me of, like the Victorian era. What if we did like a more steampunk-esque hobgoblin? So he's still a villain character, but he comes from more of a steampunk world. All right, so let's start with that and then go into some of our settings here. So we'll go into head and then see if maybe a different face, goblin features, goblinoid, no. No, I still kind of like that one. Basic one's a pretty good one. think he's going to have a chewed up ear, so I'm going to take off the linked and I'm going to grab a torn ear. Oh, whoa, that's tiny. All right, I need to go figure that out. So he's got one big ear there, and then if I go into pose, can I fix the ears? No. Can't do anything but ear size. Alright, so maybe I'll have to go back to just using that big ear. It's too bad I can't just make one side a little bit torn. Right. To be honest, I think I'm going to leave the hair and the face the way it is now. I kind of like that, how he looks. I think expression will want to change. But I think we're just going to make kind of like a confident and calm and collected, but still, you know, like vicious Victorian street thug who happens to be a hobgoblin. Maybe we'll just leave this as is. Maybe I'll add some horns after. I know that's not traditionally a hobgoblin thing, but might look pretty cool. But we need to do our measurements, our body measurements, increase his size. Some weight. Posture, just a slight shift there. A bit more barrel chested. Just increasing some of the scale of stuff so that everything seems in proportion, and he looks like he's a big tough brute. Alright. I don't think we need to change any of the legs or torso, or we don't need wings or anything, or turtle shell. None of that stuff. He's pretty basic. But we do need clothing. And I'm going to start going through outfits and then maybe jump off from there when I find something that I like. Oh, man. Now he's starting to look like a street samurai. Oh, maybe we should do something like that. Like a real cyberpunk orc street samurai. That might be cool. See what else we got here. Oh, yeah, we should do that. Then we can do some stuff like maybe give him a cyber arm, some cybernetics. See what that looks like. We haven't done anything sci-fi yet, so maybe we'll do that. I'll keep it in mind. Let's see if we can find some other steampunk stuff first. Oh, that's interesting. And what about this? Anything here I can use? Oh, yeah. That top is pretty good. What is that? Gunslinger's outfit. What do we have here for pants? And then go back to that jodhpur for the rider's outfit. Maybe those pants. Yeah, I kind of feel like maybe we'll stick with the original idea and make him some sort of steampunk guy. We could always do a street samurai of sorts next time. Maybe even use the same half-orc to start with. Yeah, alright, so I think I kind of have a couple of pieces that are interesting that I can start with. So I'm going to go back to, which one should I pick? Oh, what's this? Scavenger's clothes. Yeah, that's not bad, but I want him to be a little bit more gentlemanly. If I was doing someone a little bit more on the poorer side of town, might go with that. But I'm going to go back to our gunslinger for that top. And then I'm just going to go in and start changing stuff. So head. I'm actually just going to remove the hat for now. And then legs. I might pick those. I think it's pronounced Jodhpur. Jodhpur leggings. If I can find them. They're here somewhere. At least I thought they were. Give them tracksuit pants. There we go. Doesn't look as good as I thought it would. Distressed pants? Ragged trousers? No. Not cargo pants. Scrubs? No. Not baggy. There's got to be some kind of gentleman pants. Gentleman pants. Buckskin. 80s. Dress pants? Oh, yeah, that looks pretty good. And then maybe not boots with spurs on them. Find that the shoes tend to look better than the boots when you've got this style. The boots over top sometimes feel a little bit thick. They work quite well with armor and can work with sort of like leather armor rather than plate, but I kind of like these shoes. So he's got fingerless gloves on. I think right now I'm going to get rid of the gloves. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Just leave them as hands for now. I'm just going to go quickly into my base. I kind of know what I want. For the base, I'll pick the rounded rim. And then just go to these sort of like flagstones. Alright, and then go back to gear. Oh, there's some new shields and stuff in here. What are these? Eggs. Rubber chicken. Nice. So there's some new stuff that got added. I didn't even see that. Pillow toot. Oh, we know the pillow toot. Toy snake in a can. Yeah. There's some nice new shields here. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I think what I wanted to do, I think it's under miscellaneous. Oh, brass knuckles might be neat. But I think this guy, is he drinking maybe? Potentially. Now we've already done a pipe, but I think this guy might be chomping on a cigar. And you know what? I think that is a mouth item. Yep, there he is. And that doesn't look great because of the tusk. But if I go into the face pose, oh, it's still going to be stuck there, eh? Go into head and mouth or teeth. Can I change that? They don't look as good. see if I can pose that cigar. I doubt it. Yeah, no. Alright, well, I'm going to leave the cigar for a future build. And I'm going to get rid of it here. So I'll go back to mouth. Get rid of that. I feel like his body's a bit too wide at the top. That's good. That's all right. Here's built. Yeah, there we go. All right, back to gear. So what are we going to give this guy? Pistol, maybe? Flintlock. I think I've been watching a little bit too much Peaky Blinders. That's what this guy reminds me of. Oh, speaking of which, let's take a look at hats. Oh, there's a bunch of new stuff I didn't even notice. Fez, nice. Not for this guy, but that's pretty cool. Biker helmet. What we need, though, is some kind of cap. Like a peaky cap. Flat cap, there we go. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe just leave this guy without a hat. Alright, so going back to our gear. Check out some goggles. Googly eye goggles, wow. Monocle. Monocle's not bad. Oh, I like how that kind of sits inside of the gap in his eyebrow. Alright, clothing, go back to chest. Is there something we can do with the neck? Lots we can do with the neck. Anything interesting? Maybe not. That scarf was huge. I like huge scarves like that, but they are limited in how we use them. That's too big for me. No. Well, maybe we'll just leave it. Shoulders, anything? Hey, for love, genie bottle. That's not a bad idea. Some kind of strange bottle in his hand. Let's take a look. Not pistol, but all. bottle. Whoops. There we go. Ooh. He's got fancy magics. Alchemist flask, if we want it closed. Pair bottles. Use like a genie lamp. Looks like he's gonna pour some tea. Ooh, maybe a lantern or a candle. Like he's exploring at night. Maybe he's like a Call of Cthulhu half-orc. Some kind of fantasy Call of Cthulhu mashup. Yeah, I like that too. All right, so let's try out some posing here. See what we can do. I might need to go back and change some of the measurements, specifically the pose I'm looking at. Yep. All right. I think we are onto something. So what I'm going to do here, I've got so that's the power up, but I'm going to swap that because I still wanted to use his right hand for the gun. So now his gun is in the left hand. So we're going to go back to gear. Go to lantern. Swap that out. Now he's got two of them. Not helpful. Unless he needs additional illumination. And then go, where's that snub nose? Yeah. And then go back to body and measurements, and then the posture. There, so he's like... I'll have to figure that out in the advanced posing, I think. Yeah. Do. Oh. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So that looks pretty good gravity-wise. And then we'll just need to reposition his head a bit. I'm liking this already. He is heading into the dark dungeon that he's discovered under the library after reading through the Necronomicon. And he's gonna poke some holes into some kind of demons that live down there. Making sure all this looks nice and natural. I think his arm is a little bit too close to the body. Yeah, that's pretty good. For Love, how was your week? How was your weekend? So maybe we give him like a... Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, pretty good. Staying safe. Took some time off from the stream just to, be with the family. We had a good family Zoom with the extended family. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I think there is a undo on its side. Wasn't paying attention. There's satchel. No. If I go to miscellaneous, is there anything that's better than that? They did have that, whatchamacallit, sort of fanny pack looking thing. So I think we're going to kind of kit this guy out with some stuff. Like he is ready to face dangers, and we're going to use the same trick that we used last week with the turtle, the turtle druid, where I used multiple arms. So I'm gonna actually save this guy here. Rename him later, but I'm gonna go back to body, go to arms, body, and then I'm gonna go with a bunch of extra arms, just the 2 extra for now. One thing that's great about these sleeve or like rolled up sleeves or sleeveless shirts is that it's much easier to hide the arms inside the body. I could probably do more. Yeah, let's do more. And we're doing this so that we can add more gear. We do that. Went back to, all right, let's go to gear first. Hands. And I'm gonna pick this pouch. And then I'm going to pick this hand. I know there's this like hex symbol that you can hold in your hand. There's, yeah, pocket watch is interesting, but there's this, what does that look like? Pocket watch. Yeah, it's like that, but it's got a hex symbol. And oh, that doll is creepy too. And this rock is good too. But I think I'm going to go with, oh, the cross. Yeah. Cross? I don't know. This to me. This is better. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So now I got these extra items. Going to go back to advanced pose. With this pouch. I might have to rearrange that at some point, but right now it's helping me get rid of the fingers. Oh wow, this is not arranged intuitively. Ooh, all right, let's see if it's this one. No, that's the other one. Is it this one? Yeah, all right. So this might be a little hard because he's got no jacket. Elbow twist. Oh, right. I know what I can do. Bend it. Come on. So you kind of try to go for extremes and see where it ends up. We don't want any of that stuff above his elbow peeking out. And unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to be able to get there. So this may be a non-starter, unless I can get it behind him and then give him some kind of cloak. But it looks like it might be too difficult. Maybe. No. I don't think it's gonna. Try it a couple more times, but. Yeah, that is not gonna go to where I want it to. And here I was saying, it's so much easier when you don't have to worry about lower sleeves. Well, I was wrong. Alright, so back up to body. Let's get rid of those arms. We're gonna have to go with something. You know what we can do though? We can use the tail. Take a straight tail. Go back to gear. You can only take one tail though, so we gotta decide what it is we want to add. And I gotta say, I really like that hex symbol. Can I hold that on my tail? I have a feeling I can't. There's the pocket watch. Oh, I can. No, I'm on hands. Darn it. Tail. I bet you I can't hold it in my tail. That is my guess. Yeah, it's out. All right, so I could use an Ankh. Or bottle. Or crazy book. Oh, that's good because the tail kind of gets lost there. Like that. I know what I'll do. All right, so stay on gear. I'm gonna go to back. I'm gonna pick a backpack for this guy. Like he is going into that tunnel to fight those Cthulhu demons, and he's taking a bunch of junk with him. So now we go to pose and advanced and tail, and we got a lot to play with here. This is gonna be a little crazy. Come on, somehow get stuck. stuck inside that backpack. Oh. Yes, this is starting to work. So each twist is a little bit further down. The tail, which allows me to eventually get that book sort of underneath the backpack. Oh, getting close. And if not perfectly underneath, then at the very least... Oh, that's way out in front or behind. Not what I was expecting. I need to do it this way. Yeah, that might work better. Tail is more hidden, and I've still got plenty of room to maneuver. Actually be able to cover up some of that tail with some more stuff that I can add to the backpack. Before I get there, I want to make sure that I've kind of gotten as much of it as I can. And if I go back to gear, let's see how much we can cover up. I go back items. Maybe a pickaxe. Wow. What else? A shovel. We already did a shovel. We've done a shovel, and we've done an anchor. How about a shotgun? Or a musket. I almost said mullet. Ooh, that looks good. And then maybe add that pickaxe back in. Wait, which side did I add it on now? Curses! Yeah, there we go. Back to, not rings, we go back to pose, advanced. We should be able to twist those around. So let's see if we can better position that book now. Ooh, there's a lot. Feels like the gun's going right through the book. Anything usable? Back to the tail. The last few won't really fix the book because they're sort of inside. Oh. Oh no, what have I done? So that is quite literally the last one that impacts where it goes. Actually, you know what? That tentacle looks kind of interesting, like it's coming out of the book. I want to keep that in. It's very Cthulhu-esque. Go back to gear. We got back items, we got back. Maybe our other side. Back to pose. Advanced. That looks pretty good. All right. Now we're just going to add, I think, oh, it's poop. No, don't want to add poop. I'm going to add rats. One rat or a bunch of rats? Oh, I think a bunch of rats. Yeah. And then maybe for the second one. Nope. All. skull. Yeah, that looks good. All right. And there we have it. I guess this is what a Half-Orc Paranormal Investigator. All right, well, that comes to the conclusion. I don't even know if that is a saying or not, but here we are at the end of another episode of Tiny Adventures. For Love, thanks so much for joining and being a part of the stream. It would have been lonely without you. So if you've ever got any ideas for a miniature you want me to make, I'll be here again on Friday, same time, doing another tiny adventure in Hero Forge. I almost said adventure in tiny Hero Forge, but Hero Forge is normal size. It's just the adventures that are small. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys had a good time, and I will see you on